to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets performance. At Advanced Kinetics, we don't just treat injuries, we transform the way you move, train, and recover.
We offer services from hands-on physical therapy to clinical massage and personal training.
Did you know that Advanced Kinetics also offers cutting-edge recovery tools like Normatec boots and anti-gravity treadmill?
Whether you're an athlete or just want to feel your best, we're here to help.
Advanced Kinetics, where wellness meets
connection.
Damn, yeah. 30 years? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. First out in Colorado,
Condos are more, high-rise condos are good
back here this year, you know.
HOAs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, I'm not opposed to
The
it.
internet connection is
I definitely mentioned it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No, it was just a, kind of pushed together maintenance facility.
All right.
It's my favorite thing could be.
Speed, yeah, speed. Yeah, I like that. That is kind of fun to do that.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're going.
It's all about the follow-up.
We're getting there.
It's been a long time.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, hang on. If I can there, we're still talking about United Park. Yeah, that's what I love that. That was great. Yeah, good times. Yeah. Especially on away trips.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna. So let me give you. The internet's really choppy, and so the guys on the. The internet. We brought it. It's not even. It's just a bad spot. So. And the Wi-Fi is not. It's not very good. I wish there was a hard.
Hard connection.
Yeah, there's a hard connection. Yeah.
Some other stuff.
Wire.
Yeah.
It makes it sound like he's
like this right here.
Michael Keane from Everton because he's an Everton guy.
Well, yeah, like just like an Ethernet connection, but the problem is that
I'm sorry?
He did say
there's
I don't even see one.
Jay's right here.
Don't be full of yourself, Jake.
I don't see one.
Yeah, there's not.
Set
it. Huh?
Ethernet here.
There's one back. There's one here.
Do you have a long enough cord?
I might just have to move the camera setup here.
phone or anything?
No, it looks like there's an. It looks like a painter. Yeah, I don't know if it'll what.
We'll put in Ethernet back in our office.
Christ Almighty! Why? Why today? Why? Yeah, and it just keeps going in and out.
It's funny, I work in this every day. It works just fine every day, but I don't know how to help it get it to work just fine.
You got
You might turn the router off.
No.
They might turn the router off.
Get on the
They're not
Wi-Fi. I don't know
working.
if they're. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I am so sorry. This has never happened where the internet has been this choppy. It's unusually slow. We even brought our portable routers we use at games, which is really super reliable, and it is not even the connection there is not good. So, okay, Rico says it sounds better. All right, so we'll just hope and pray. Yes.
It just turned like really good, so I think you're good.
Okay, yeah, it's going in and out. The internet. The live stream is also going on our YouTube channel, so that's a little bit more reliable connection. It's showing, it's holding, so you can follow there. Okay, so we'll do the best we can. We apologize. We didn't get the room as early as anticipated, and the internet is not cooperating. So we'll do the best that we can. All right. And I know some people are probably wondering what's going on. Here we go. That's my phone. Okay. All right. We'll just go ahead and just get started, and we'll fly through this. Okay, those who are signed in on the Zoom call, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear. Okay, all right. Thank you guys so much. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Hey, he's done this once or twice.
All right, can you guys see the presentation?
Thumbs up.
Okay, can someone unmute their mic and verify they can see and hear? Anybody?
We could see it, Teddy.
Okay, thank
Yeah, we
you.
can see the presentation.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
We can see, we can.
Thank you. Okay, Garth, can you come up here? Yeah. Thanks.
This is what you want.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Okay, everybody. All right. Thank you guys for coming in. Those who came in person, thank you. Apparently, Dan has some extra super swag for you guys today, and then also too, we have a new, looks like a new, we could say new league partner. Capelli is here in the house, so that's awesome. They're going to be partnering with us this season. You guys know me. My name is Teddy Sappho. Garth is here. Dane is out of the country, so it's just going to be us two doing things today. We've restructured the our managers meeting for this season. Sorry, or not this season, but for this evening to kick off the fall 2025 season. So we are running slightly behind, 5 minutes behind. But those of you who maybe if you want to share the link that's in the email so those can have access to it, they can. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take the roll, and we're going to start with the over 40 division teams that are here. So we'll start with those in the room, and then we will then go to those who are attending virtually. So far, Garth, I'm going to go ahead and
Here we got fitness.
you can talk, you can speak up so they can hear you.
All right,
Just speak up.
fitness, you're here. Rangers, Lumark, Motors. That's all that's present right now.
So we have five out of how many? 8?
Well, I added, yeah. Here's online, so I'm waiting.
Okay, all right, we'll do that. Okay, those who are attending virtually, how many over 40 teams do we have? Please go ahead and state the name of your team, please.
Here, DCFC, Bill Chapel, representing.
Okay. All right, got it. Okay, how many do we have altogether?
There's 5 right now.
Okay, we have 5 out of 8?
8.
5 out of 8, okay. Those who join will add their later. Okay, next up, over 30 division, we'll start in the room first. Start from the front.
BWFC.
Okay, BWC is present.
Supernova.
Supernova's present. United. SC is present.
Rampage.
Rampage is present.
Club Atlético Nova.
Club Atletico Nova. We can see you guys in the existing team. So
There you go.
that's fine. Who else? In the room? Okay. On the virtual call, over 30 teams. Roll call.
Lumark. Yeah.
Hold on.
Benchwarmers.
Okay, hold on. Benchwarmers is already present. We have them. Lumark. I heard Lumark.
You got it.
We
Yeah,
heard
Lumark with technology.
Lumark. Okay, I know. Okay, yeah. Crystal City changed their name to Nova Athletic. They're called Nova Athletic. Nova Athletic. Okay, any more over 30 teams on the virtual call?
Yes, this is Fabio, Fighting Bonds.
Fighting Bots.
Hey, Teddy, it's Tryhard. Ryan.
All right, Tryhards is here. For over 30. Okay. How many do we have? I think there was one guy who was trying to call me.
That's 10 right now.
That's 10 that's present. Okay. Hold on. Let me check with one more. One did try to call.
How many are in the league? 12?
It looks like we might be at 14. Hey, did you try calling me earlier? There's a virtual link, but if you came, it's no worries. No, there's a virtual link. No, we just started. Yeah, we send it out every day. Yes. Yes, it's in there. So, but give me a second and I'll get back with you. I'll text it to you. Okay, no worries. Okay, all right. Okay. All right. And there's one more that's trying to get in. We'll add him in.
Old Dominion's here from over 40 days.
Oh, Eddie just showed up Old Dominion. Okay.
He just walked by. I assume he'll come in.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Okay.
Stuff in your back here.
All right. And then we have. All right. Open. Well, are there any? I think most open teams are virtual. Okay. All right. Open teams on the virtual call. There's no open teams present. I know there are some new open teams that have committed. We're going to start with the existing teams that are returning, and then we will get to the new teams. New teams that are joining the league, you can participate, but you cannot vote. You can participate, but you cannot vote. So, all right. Open teams, one at a time, please, on the virtual call. Hello, men's open.
Adam for Syndicate.
All right, syndicate.
Depositaire.
This is Eli with Barbaros.
Okay, hold on. Okay, we heard Diclossiker. Barbaros, yep. Who else? I heard 3.
Syndicate Barbaros.
Diclossiker. D-E. K-L. Yeah, go ahead and have a seat. Go ahead and have a seat.
Can I write my name?
We'll take care of you in a second.
Got it.
Okay, any other open teams?
Josh, Kaizen FC.
Sorry?
Kaizen FC.
Kaizen FC. Okay. All right, who else? That's 4. Okay, that's 4 open teams. Some over 30 Tiki is here. And then you added Old Dominion. Okay. All right, so as teams come in, we'll just add them in. Okay. All right, guys, here's the agenda for this evening.
Excuse me, Teddy. This is Elias. I'm new FC Bojangle.
Okay. New teams, new open teams. These guys are not eligible, so we'll put them in. FC Bojangles. How do you spell B-O?
Yeah.
Sounds like the chicken restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Any other new teams? Any other?
Yeah, Atlas FC. Yeah.
Atlas?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Atlas FC. That's a new team. Any other new teams? Any other new teams? Okay, all right. Okay, so moving on. It is 6:57, so we are somewhat on time. All right, we'll have, since our 2 guests are here, so we'll have Michael Manai from Capelli. Please come on, just come on up. So guys, as our league has been getting a little bit more attention, so have we been getting attention of some other, notable folks in the soccer industry. So Capelli, they recently were at our Men's Open Championship. They also came to the championship in the spring too, also as well. So we are thrilled to have them. So Michael, you have the floor.
Perfect. I'll be quick. Appreciate y'all's time. First off, thanks for having me, Teddy. Or dang, it's not here. It's been great partnering up with you guys. Low and hold to the heart. I used to play in the league actually. Don't play anymore, but grew up around the area. And when I would come home from college, I played in the Open. So it's pretty close to me. Played with Jason in the back, so I know a bunch of the guys out here. That being said, we have come to terms on some of the jerseys and apparel for you guys. Just so you know, we do have special deals in place for jerseys and kits if you need them. I've worked with some of the teams. Selection was a little tight here recently with peak season, but inventory is going to be back up and running. So our basic models start for you guys at $15. It's $3 for a logo and then $3 for numbers. We have full kits available, can customize really anything. It does tier up depending on what kind of customization you guys are looking for, but definitely options, like to provide you guys options. Process is pretty easy. You've probably seen my stuff online, but I'll get everyone my contact information that's here, and then Teddy will send it out probably again and post it. But literally just reach out to me. I go through the process of finding out what you're looking for in terms of the price and what your budget is. And then we put together artwork. We try to find what color you guys are and what jersey is going to represent your team the best. I'll let you guys kind of do the thought process behind the color and everything, and I just get the artwork team to draw it up and get it over to you. Our lead time right now, shipping out, is about 3 to 4 weeks. We just finished our peak process, so here moving forward, probably looking at 3 weeks. But that's really it. Anything you guys need, it could be uniforms, it could be as easy as you want to put some sweatshirts together for the team or some other apparel. Just definitely reach out. It doesn't have to be one time, doesn't have to be right now, it could be in the future, but let me know. That's really all I got.
Awesome. Michael, thank you so much.
Appreciate everything.
Something to also to note that you know, we've come a long way in terms of our overall appearance. You know, Garth and I have excuse me, had to get onto some of the teams for not looking the part. So Capelli does offer a lot of affordable options that are quality, or you can scale it up to whatever it is that you want. But as with any partnership, the goal is to grow, and then, you know, we give something to them, we get something back in return. And that will naturally segue us to Dan, who is, you know, Dan's contribution to NVSL has been tremendous off the field, especially in helping us send winning teams over to games. The youngsters really appreciate it, and it's something that you guys can, you know, have memories and whatnot. In fact, even when I went at the Miami game, the Messi-less game, unfortunately, but still had a good time. I did see our league name scroll across, which was nice. So, you know, having that allows us to have that public recognition, and every little bit helps us.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, and you guys just also Capelli stuff. They gave away like some swag bags, so next time you guys, I don't know why you guys are. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, all right. So Dan has the floor.
Thanks, Teddy. Thanks, Garth, and everyone for participating. You know, I don't really have any big updates other than we only have a few matches left. You've probably seen we have the 13th, so we're going to honor some of the spring winners and some of the other teams for that. There's a link I have as well that Ted will forward around to everyone. Tonight, if you fill out one of these enter win forms, I have, like, everybody's going to walk out with something, because that's why, where's the camera? That's why
you can look at this camera too.
You need to show up in person. Don't be a slacker. Okay? So we have 3 league matches left. We also have a friendly against Club America. In that packet, I would say it's not a workshop. You might say, oh, DC United's going to get worked over. But I had an intern who pulled that together very quick. And I was out the door because I was at another coaches meeting for a youth club in the area, and then came here. So just really the long and short of it is we really value the league, the relationship. We're looking to expand that. We're going to take some people out now that we have another new coach, or managers, I would say, to our training ground to come watch training. So we're going to set up some of that really in the spring, because by then he'll have his feet on the ground. So if there are other ideas, I want you guys to share, you know, suggestions. You might think it's wild, but maybe it's something we could really do that would really, you know, find worth with the people in this room and the teams in the league. Secondly, if your company's ever looking to do something, you know, you can reach me as well. We can tie it back so there's some sort of benefit, either directly or indirectly, to the league to help offset costs. So we can get creative on those types of things too. I'm looking to, my antennas are up to try and help the league, whether if it's a youth club or a men's league, it's the same thing. I just pointed out Capelli was through a contact of mine that I connected him with Teddy. So there are other partners like that that we can kind of bring more value to playing in this league. I really don't give that much thought to some of the other social leagues out there. I'll leave it at that. But this one is a true, authentic, it's under the, the Amateur Association, I can't remember the acronym.
NVSL.
Yes, but also, national amateur. So I look at it, it is a sanctioned league, so it has credibility. So whatever we can do to connect with that and make it easier and more enjoyable for everybody else, I'm open for further ideas. So we just want to be another asset. That's my big takeaway. And I will, at the next break that comes up, I'll pull some names out and I'll just start handing out swag. All right?
Okay.
Any questions for me? No?
Okay. All right.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And by the way, you listen to Paul now.
There you go. I believe Advanced Kinetics, I think, said they're joining virtually. Are you guys on the call? Is Advanced Kinetics on the call? Okay. All right. Well, so they're not there. If they do happen to show up, then we will go ahead and allow them to give their moment. Other than that, this is the agenda. If you guys don't have any issue with it, again, we're making it a point to try and streamline things so we can stay on time. So if that being said, there's no issue with the agenda, then we're going to go ahead and plow through. Okay, all right. Here are admin reports. So Dane is not here, so I'll do my best treasurer's impersonation. So total income so far, we've taken $110,000. As you guys know, we're a nonprofit. Whatever we get, a lot of it goes back into you guys, into our expenditures. So so far we spent about $77,000. Our summer referee fees is $33,000. We haven't paid that yet, but that's gonna be paid. We have county fields, $18,000, and then our affiliation cost is $16,000. As folks register for the upcoming fall season, that's obviously going to recharge our accounts to be able to offset these expenses. League growth. We are expecting quite a few new teams to join us. We've had some new teams who participated with us this summer for the first time for the 30s. I'm going to brag on you guys. We had 12 teams play, which was nice. Wow. We hit that limit of like 10. We couldn't push it back up. We couldn't push it to that. Getting 12 so we can have like a true tournament field, but we were able to pull it off. Which is real good, and the nice part about it is that those new teams have chosen to make NVSL their home. Alongside with the Open Division also as well, for the first time, I can report that before I even made any announcements, we had 2 new teams commit off the bat, which is great. So that shows that the health of the league is good. It shows that, and this is a testament to you guys because we stress quality, play good soccer, good sportsmanship. Go home, come back and do it again next week. No one wants to come to an environment where people are doing God knows what on a weekly basis, but rather we're here just to focus on playing soccer. And so thank you guys for that. We also acquired some additional field space. So for the spring, we picked up, I believe, one or two more fields. I think we picked up one. This summer we picked up a critical midweek field, which enabled us to be able to have co-ed, short-sighted co-ed, which is good. We're really making an effort to try and push that. We weren't successful getting it off the ground for the fall season because we couldn't get a midweek field. We're going to keep trying. We did fairly well in picking up some additional fields for the fall cycle. As we said to you guys for the last, I don't know how many years, the more we grow, the more we show field usage, the more we can kind of go to the county and say, hey guys, we need more resources. And part of it also too is us being aggressive. As soon as the field permits do come available, we're on it right away to see what we can get. So we did manage to pick up South Run on Sundays. We did manage to pick up Thomas Jefferson, both the stadium. We have the stadium. And so that's huge. That's additional time slots. Now, what does that mean for those for the folks playing on Sundays? That means that, you know, the county is also going to step up to ensure that people are actually using the fields. So we're going to be rotating a lot of teams around on Sundays, those who play on Sunday. And this is so that we can keep use of the fields, right? So if anyone goes and says, oh, the field's not being used, then they don't yank it from us. And that also set us up for more new teams as they come in, and we'll be able to use those fields. Referee check-in system, as you guys know, headshots. For the love of God, please stop sending in pictures of you and your family, your dog. Take a people who will literally take their driver's license out and take a picture of it. Like, guys, that does not help the referee crews at all. We've stressed this a million times. So, like, if we see it, we're going to just start yanking it out. If you get screwed on game day, I'm sorry. Like, you're not helping the crews out. We invested a lot of time and a lot of money, and you need to be instructing them. And not to mention, pay attention to it in your captain's portals. You can see it. So if someone doesn't do it, then just, you know, correct it. We'll try and make some changes to where maybe you'll be able to upload a picture to make it easier. Again, those things take time and money. We are a nonprofit. We don't have a bunch of cash flowing in, but we will do our best. But we're asking you to do your best, right? Like, you know, I love seeing your dog, but I don't think the refs want to see your dog. Okay. 2 referees can be in the system, which is great. That allows us to speed up check-ins. Social media growth. Our YouTube channel has gotten up to 559 subscribers. We have a huge jump this season. Over 1,100 on Facebook and over 2,500 on Instagram. Our partnership with Braddock Road Youth Club, huge. During the fall, especially on Sundays, we only get the stadium starting at 6 p.m. That's what our permit allows us to take the field. They have scheduled all of their youth games to end before 5 o'clock. What does that mean? We get 1 extra time slot. So we can play 5 games at Robinson versus playing 4 games at Robinson. So, you know, off-the-field partnerships are critical. We work with them, they work with us. You know, they scratch our back, we scratch their back. If they need some additional, you know, resources, you know, if we're not using any extra fields, we'll let them use it, right? But if we need a makeup game, we'll ask them, hey, we need to do a makeup game, they'll let us use it. They'll also allow us to use their goals. That's why we've been harping on you guys. Please put the goals back when you're done, because, you know, we could essentially lose the whole complex, and then there goes 2 divisions. Okay. The Afghan Soccer Federation, we partnered with them. Well, actually, they reached out to us, and we were honored to go and live stream their semifinal and final of their tournament. Rashid and I were there, and it's a historic tournament that's been going on, I think, almost like 30 years. So, really good soccer. There were quite a few participants in NVSL who were there, and we're surprised to see a lot of other local players playing in that tournament too, also as well. So that was a really awesome opportunity. And we're thankful that we were able to do it, and we're hoping to do it again. Our spring and summer accomplishments, I already kind of touched base on that. You know, a different angle to this is that we have a higher rate of teams returning. Teams that typically don't return, it's because maybe, you know, they're having a tough time keeping up within a division. That's a struggle we're trying to address by getting more fields, because it shows we do need to have a second division, right? So we can keep the teams here. So that's a struggle we'll continue to fight with the county. But other than that, we do have a high rate of teams, you know, coming back. The Summer Cup, league-wide, we had almost 40 teams with us this summer, so it was a really busy summer for us. Between co-ed, 30s, open, and 40s, it was really good, and we hope to grow from there. It's just our 4th year in a row doing it, and it just keeps getting better and better. Before I go on, I want to give a special shout out to the NVSL Open teams. They represented themselves very well. It was unfortunate we had two of our better teams beat in the quarterfinals, but sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. So, but they did very well, and you know, with that being said, you know, I'll touch base on that towards the end of the presentation. The quality has risen. I'm really urging you guys, when I say I, on behalf of the league admin, to really step up and really consider doing State Cup. It's it's a good opportunity in your lives to take advantage of it when you can. Old business, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Look, we've made it very clear that we are going to make it a point to make sure that our referee relations between us and the league is strong. You know, we touched base on this policy that U.S. Soccer put into effect that governs all amateur and youth leagues across the country in the spring. Go and review it. If you go to ussoccer.com/RAP referee abuse prevention, go take a look at it. As I said, I was privileged to go to the U.S. Annual Soccer General Meeting earlier in the year, and the game is a lot bigger than us. Unfortunately, I hate to report this part, that, you know, we did have some unfortunate cases, and it's, you know, I'm almost kind of sad to kind of stand here. I'm beyond being upset. It hurts to kind of see that this is happening, because these guys are good people, and it should never get to the point to where we have someone who gets reported to the state for misconduct. Someone this summer decided to headbutt a ref. We had somebody grabbing the referee's uniform. We had an instance where someone felt it was okay to threaten the referee at the end of the game. Now, sometimes refs are not, they can be unprofessional too. But it should never rise to the point to where we're threatening violence. That's unacceptable. And I'm sure you guys have taken a look at what we put together to address some of this stuff. Our bylaws make it clear that we can do what we need to do, but we need to put some visible policies in place that you guys can see, so that, you know, we can collectively walk through this together. These things shouldn't be happening. There's no room for it. And we don't care what the excuse is. Oh, the ref made bad call, this and that. You guys have heard the whole saying, tell that to the judge. Go tell it to the state association. If you're a player and you ref, they'll stop you from reffing. If you coach, they'll stop you from coaching. That's it. So I don't know what else to say. It's a serious issue. 50% of referees across the nation quit. Referee abuse has actually gone up the last 5 years across the country. Virginia alone, and this is straight from the Metro DC, is it the state referee training program? What's it called? Yeah, the head of it, George Vergara. He's a former MLS referee. I spoke with him at the AGM in Atlanta. Coming into this year, 46% of referees in Virginia quit. This is coming from the head guy himself. So, you know, we need to do our part. You know, if you be part of the solution, not part of the problem. If you think the refs are so bad, go become a ref, and I guarantee you will have more appreciation for it. So again, here's the website. Check it out. Share it with your players. We've already been following the guidelines as they come to us. Another thing that I'm also not proud to report is we've had 3 reported cases of discriminatory language being used. And the end result was not good at all. And I'm just going to leave it as that. So 2 of them were substantiated. 1 of them, we investigated it, but, you know, we couldn't prove it, that it happened, but the allegations were credible. And unfortunately, it was tied to a team that we had problems with in the past. And that team's no longer, you know, we had to let that team go during the summer, unfortunately. But, you know, we're going to be following what MLS Next does in terms of a list of banned words that you can't say. And we don't care. If you have a problem with it, then this is not the league for you. You know, abuse towards staff. Unfortunately, I've had to take a lot of it. You know, I spend a lot of my time. Dane spends a lot of his time. Garth spends a lot of his time. You know, abusive emails, yelling us in our face, cursing at us, that kind of stuff. You know, and a lot of the times we've let it go, but we're not letting it go this year. You will take some consequences for it. I've had players come in my face and yell at me because of something would happen on the field. Not my fault. I'm just operating a camera. So moving forward, we're not going to accept any of this nonsense anymore. We just, you know, we work too hard to accept this. All right, new business. So, as you guys know, the cost of a lot of things are just going up. That's just the way it is. Last year, the county raised the rates with fields. In order for us to stay competitive with our referees, we have to pay them more money. That's just the reality of it. Now, even with the raise that's going into the budget, we're still coming underneath what other leagues are paying the referees. So we're still trying to, give you the best bang and value for your money. Thank you, Vallejo, for not raising your assigner fees to help us out. But guys, this is the reality of it. Without naming the names of some leagues, some of them are paying their centers 120, 130 a game. That's just the reality of it. The proposed increases, our centers will be getting 100, ARs will be getting 70. So that will keep us right in line with what other area leagues are paying the referees. And in order to be able to attract quality, you have to, you just have to pay them. That's just what it is. So it's $20 more. Another thing too that we also added to the budget is, and we talked about this for a while, is adding in a stipend. The cost really comes down to $5 per player. And if you want to break it down even further, prisoners will still get paid more. that's the joke that we made. Look, aside from the workload increasing, and then also too just all these other miscellaneous expenses that always come out of our pocket that we don't even say anything about. Quite frankly, we need to incent people to come and serve on admin, right? And then so that's part of it is to draw people in, right? Volunteering is a dying art. Nobody wants to do it anymore, but they'll be the first ones to complain when something doesn't go right. And so there are a handful of leagues that do this. So but the amount is negligible. So again, it's not going to pay our mortgage. It's not even going to be able. We can't even buy lunch with it. It's just we're doing this to try and hopefully get people to to step up and help us. Okay. So another thing too, also as well, that was a long discussion adding to the budget is we have been. It is. For Dane to have to deal with the players, and then not to mention having to manage our database on the back end, there's some instances some rosters have in excess of 30, 35 players. That is a lot to manage amongst a three, 4-man team. And so now in years past, if you guys remember, if you had any players beyond 18, you had to pay some additional expenses, some additional costs to have those players on your roster. So what we're asking is that any additional player beyond your 18-man roster, it's $10 for the whole season. It's not per visit. Some leagues charge per visit. This is just $10 for the whole season. This will help us offset some of our costs on the back end. It's going to help us offset some of the issues you have to deal with. Some of the problems I'll give you, for example, Daniel said you would have a player who's registered in 2 different divisions would give you 2 different birthdays. Right? Now, how bad does that make us looking at submit that to the county, to NBC, VSA? It's going to raise red flags, right? So, so we need to do something to kind of to rein this in. I know in the past we kind of, as we got things back up and running, we're trying to encourage people to come. We're now in a place to where now the workload is high. Having to go in every single game and check to see if there are duplicates anywhere and this and that, it's a lot.
Teddy.
Yes.
Is there any particular reason why, like, captains can't go in and edit their players' data anymore? Like, because after they register,
right,
there's like an open window when you can do that, but then after that's over, then the player, I can't even see when their birthday is or what their address is. And like for me, like when I'm putting rosters together and I'm trying to get that data pooled, it's hard. So
okay.
Yeah.
We could probably look into see what changes we could do. The problem at the time was when we left it open,
yeah,
and we're leaving it to the captains to do it. It was extremely messy because maybe you were doing it right, but no one else is doing it right.
Yeah, it was like a pain in the ass when I was putting my state cup team together because I didn't know their birthdays and their addresses and stuff, and I had to like send a.
Right, and the thing is, ultimately, this is where it's like, the onus should be on the player to be sending in the correct information. you really shouldn't be correcting or running around chasing it. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on this because I want to stay on time, but this is where it's also critical to have a full-time registrar, right? We simply don't have the bandwidth to sit down and check everyone's information to make sure it's correct, because if you really want to do it the right way, what it comes down to is that means you're going to have to submit to us your ID. We'll have to look at your birthday. Then we'll have to look at your address. So if you're no longer living in your grandmother's basement or somewhere in Fairfax County, there goes that, right? So, you know, there's, you know, I forgot the term I was going to say, but there's, you know, if you give something, you're going to have to take something away, right? That's just what it is. So we can discuss it, what you guys want to do.
I was just wondering why,
Yeah.
why it was there one season and it was not the other.
Yeah, we did it. We did it. So yeah, we did also talk to lock it down, because remember we had the problem of, you know, you'd see someone popping up somewhere else.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yes, Jake.
Is it possible to prevent players from registering and not paying? We've had issue, I mean, and this is a team issue of mine, and I don't know if others experience it, but where players will sign up and then not pay the league fee or whatever fee, and then I have to chase them down for money. Is there a way to prevent anybody from actually signing up without paying?
That is a very good question. So I talked to our developer about that, because I noticed that. Because, you know, I'm always testing it. Sometimes I'm until like 2, 3 in the morning just testing this stuff, trying to like get ahead of what you guys could potentially. So the way the system is, it all comes down to the way the system is designed. So the moment you send an invitation and someone signs up and it gets that payment page, if they click X on it, then that bypasses that, right? So just yesterday we finished something up to where it will have an itemized breakdown so you can see who has and who is not paid.
Okay.
So basically, so you have an itemized breakdown. You see all the names of the players, and you will see a column for out of county, if they paid out of county or not. You have a column to see if they paid their fee or not. So that way you can see that, oh, they have not paid. Now, the issue of players not paying when they should pay, that's tough. I don't know how to.
So there's no way for the system to require it.
We would have to. I'll have to talk to the developer to see what we could do to do that. But to be honest, we're grown adults. Like, you shouldn't be avoiding.
I wish that was true.
Yeah, you know, like, I mean, you can put so many safeguards in place to make people do something, but if someone, you know, takes it upon themselves that, well, I'm going to do it this way and circumvent it, then I really question the character of that person at that point.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think you can remove the player if they don't pay.
You can.
And tell them you are not registered.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's simple as that. Does anyone have something? Because I'm trying to get through. Okay. All right. The next thing here, the surcharge. So this only applies to clubs that are insistent on not wanting to use the online payment system and do the payment split. Before I proceed further about talking about this, we also made another round of updates to where you can break. I know because you can only do whole amounts. We finally fixed it to where you can break it down down to the penny. So if the amount comes out to be, you know, $94.11 to get to whatever the cost is, you can do that now finally. Yes. So that'll make your life easier, and also too, then we don't fall short in collecting. But again, similar to what you were talking about, Jake, another issue is that there will be some folks who would they know the whole team amount, so they will set the amount to the full team amount and charge it to themselves, then send out player invitations, so the players are not paying that accounting fee. We lost what we know of, $3,000. Dane hasn't even done a full audit yet. This is just off the top of his head. We've lost $3 grand, just off that alone. So what we're doing is now, those who want to do it, you need to let us know, and $400 will cover 8 out-of-county players. So that's just what we're going to have to do if folks are being obstinate and not wanting to use the system, or they want to do it their way. We will continue to make enhancements. We'll continue to make things better. But, you know, really what it comes down to is if we're setting a cost and we're asking you to pay it a certain way, you know, please work with us, because it just, at the end of the day, again, we're a nonprofit, and $50 a head adds up real quick.
So you're saying if we pay and we just charge our players, there's going to be a $400 surcharge?
If you decide to do, if you want to avoid using the online system, you want to pay for your team in full, we're just going to do that. Because it's too hard to, it's so difficult to guess who is and who is not. Again, it's a lot of work to go through all the data to see, oh, this person's out of county, this person's out of county, this person's out of county. Like, that's the reason why we designed a system, so that you can send out your invitations to your active players to make sure that they're paying their out-of-county costs. Quite frankly, we are not.
Wasn't there an address check?
Huh?
Wasn't there an address check?
It's for your zip code. It looks for your zip code. It looks for your zip code. But the thing is that it works off the player split. So you have to send out individual invitations in order for it to work. If you are bypassing it by paying the whole amount up front, then sending an invitation out to your players, you're not putting an amount there, so it's not charging them.
Because I thought my players would respond last time.
I'm not talking about. I'm just saying that this is somewhat we've noticed in some.
Can we set different costs for different players?
No, you should not be doing that. You should set one. So
well,
let's.
That's for team managers to determine, not league to determine. So that's something where so we might say we have a couple players that we know their situation. We're gonna have to finance them. But if the league doesn't give that option, then when they join, then they're gonna have to pay that. So that's each team might have their own situation that they have to deal with players. Everybody on here who runs a team understands that they challenge with so the flexibility should be built in. If we're just gonna have a blanket like, hey, if you want to do it, it's $400 extra no matter what. That's a huge hit. And that's going to be an issue.
Well, we're taking the hit. That's what it is.
Well, not if you're going to put $400 on a team. That's not.
No. The proof's in the numbers.
The $400 charge is if the manager decides I want to pay it all myself.
Yeah.
Right. So we're automatically putting in the $400. We took that out last season.
Yeah.
That's why it was so low. But then we got a hit because people were avoiding that $50 out of county fee. So it covers, normally we would already had it in place to cover 8 out of county players. And that was always a thing.
Just give them a Fairfax address to put in.
Well, yeah, that's what I do
like
with my
everybody
team.
else does.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying is like, so are you saying that you pay your whole balance?
Yeah, and then I charge my players. Because
that's fine.
But it's going to be $400 extra.
Yeah, it will be.
So that's the problem. That's why I brought it up early. So,
but normally, if you're registering a player out of county, if you do it online, they're going to pay you $50 too. So it's really going to be.
Why we online no
unless
a Fairfax address, you know.
Unless all your.
So we have a book of addresses we can use from all.
Hey, do it live stream.
Well, I mean, they all live with us, but whatever.
Donkey, come on now.
So,
come on, bro. Hey, my man.
We can look
hey,
into that.
Think about what you're saying. Come on. Seriously, I've been in this league for like 30 years. Think about what you're saying. Like, come on.
So the other thing is we should be able to set the cost for each player. I mean.
Okay. So I understand.
Because it would be great for them to just go ahead and.
I understand what you're saying, but general practice, this is how it is done. Because I understand what you want to do, but the problem is that we've had folks on multiple occasions come up to us and say, well, I think we should do it like this. I think we should do it like that. When you walk into a grocery store and you go buy something, you're not telling them how to charge you. You get off the shelf and you pay for it. That's what it is. Now, so we provided this option because, as what Garth said, that's what we were doing before anyway. We changed it to make it more flexible, right? So the burden, because the problem was that either there was too much of a burden on the team manager to have to go and chase down this person to pay this and pay that, right? So that's why we had it. That's why we set it up like this. Now, how you choose to collect your money is ultimately up to you. I manage teams for years. I understand what you're saying, but at some point there has to be a reasonable middle ground, right? When it comes to just getting it paid. So yes, Eddie.
does the team fee get split up among the 18 roster players, or does that also include the reserve and the guest players?
So it covers 18 players, your main 18 players. Your registration is always going to cover your 18. But the reason why Dane did this is essentially he's essentially resorting back to the old system that we did to ensure that we are getting enough money to pay the county. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, if we're not collecting enough, we all collectively lose in this room. That's the bottom line. The bottom line is we need to make sure that we're getting enough to pay the county. That's the bottom line.
I mean, there's no over 40 team that can survive on 18 roster players.
That's not what we're saying, Jason.
I know, but if we're divvying it up between 18 and that's it, but we have
That's for you and your team to decide.
You can charge your players whatever. Yeah.
That's
you can divide that up.
Yeah,
Or-
that's for you and your team to decide. Yes, Jake.
You won't have to worry about all.
Oh, actually, you know what? Hey, let me get Inaki because he hasn't had a chance.
Question. So this the division, we still do it, or is it automatically from?
You put in the amount, so
Like last year.
it's understood the amount is up to 18. So you put in up to 18. That's how.
I understand that.
Yeah.
And then the second is, when does it get triggered, the 400? Because in my case, sometimes there are players, so you pay for somebody. But
So the
is it for
only
everybody, or?
time this comes into play is if you come to us and say, I want to pay the whole thing up front, and I don't want to bother seeing how many in and out of county players I have. I just want to pay for it and just be done with it, right?
Okay.
That's.
But it doesn't trigger if you pay online.
Sorry.
You can pay online as well for everybody.
You just contact us and we'll work with you. If you want to pay the whole amount.
Okay. Well, anyway, doesn't matter.
Jake.
The $10 additional charge, that does not include guests? It is it is just the additional reserve?
It's just so what you're going to see later on, what we also proposed is we want to, if you guys read what we sent out to you, we want to increase the player pool from 25 to 30 and get rid of that, the guest player, and just to simplify it, because I could go all day and sit here how much of a pain it is, but it's really eating up a lot of our admin time of having to go and download and juggle all the stuff.
So it's 18 players and then each additional.
And then from
person
19 through
that.
30 is $10 for the
That's my
season. It's for the season.
Per player.
Per player for the season, yes.
Hey, Teddy, the Google link is out.
The Google link is out.
Yeah, it says NVSL is not in.
What the?
Hold on, guys. It said the link is out for some reason. Oh, dude, what in the world?
YouTube is fine.
Okay, hold on one second.
Summer started.
Oh, yeah. What's your
Okay.
Teddy,
Yes.
do we just pull some winners now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Guys, we'll break real quick and get these winners. Guys, I'm so sorry that the internet is really bad today. I don't know why. We'll just continue with this.
All right. On a positive note.
I know. Oh, I forgot to put mine in.
Okay, yeah, do that. I got something here for everybody. So one of the prizes will be 4 free tickets to one of our remaining home matches. But in no particular order, I've got stuff here. Marcelo.
Here.
Okay.
Ticket, right? Yes.
I've got either a bag or one of these scarves.
You said tickets.
I know, I did say tickets, but I'm not saying in. Scarf?
Could you
All right.
type in there that I apologize for the connection?
Luis.
Here.
Hey. Lucky table. Bag, scarf.
They said the Google Meet is choppy, but people are joining on the YouTube.
Okay.
Go for the cards, Dan.
Don't get all pushy back here in the back row. Right? Okay. Joaquin. Here we go.
Take it.
I either have scarf, bag, or one of these shirts. Scarf. Okay. And you're going to look at it. All right. Another one, real quick here. Sorry. Jason.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, I told you, there's no more. Okay, Adam. Yep.
Sir.
There we go. You have one of the shirts, but you already have that, so move that out. Scarf or one of the bags?
Which one? Hey, there's two Adams on that.
Take that.
Which Adam? We got two Adams.
Adam Senior.
Hey.
Jake Nelson. Okay, you have the bag or the scarf? Bag? Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. That's right. Okay. Ignacio. Yep. Either have a bag, scarf, or one of the shirts.
Hey, I'll get the shirt.
Shirt. There you go. Okay. All right. We're getting there.
Can you
Because
text
remember, once I pull
votes
their
are coming
name,
up
the
next.
tickets are still there. So,
I might have
Eduardo.
Votes are
Either
coming
have the
up.
bag or the scarf. The scarf. Liverpool guy, right? There you go. Okay. Remember these things. Okay. We're almost there, Ted. Okay. Jason Sims.
Yeah.
Yes. Would you like the bag or the scarf? Yes.
He wants the $400 for the out-of-county.
Yes.
All right. Scott Bull. Scott, bag? Okay.
Yeah, I'll explain to you how to do it. Yeah.
All right. I've got.
Message the guys and say, use this item.
Okay. Adam Wilson.
They're gonna charge no matter what.
Okay. In the bag? That's pretty much what I got at this point. That's not-
I think we'll have it follow. I'll just have to.
This is for you, Tim. All for you.
Maybe you can use the camera and maybe follow the slideshow
Tell you what.
here, and I'll just have to just do it like that.
And then a bag for you. Okay. So, I'm going to reshuffle this because that's everybody here. Everybody won something that came.
I didn't.
Yeah. All right. So now, Ted, I'm going to pick out a winner here. Just pick out a winner. This is for 4 tickets for one of the remaining matches. Okay?
Whoa, Jason.
I win?
You won.
Yeah. So, I got you. Okay, I'll just give you a ring. That's it, everybody. If you want more of the red cups, anybody want more of the red cup? Yes? No?
Yes.
Okay. I'll drop them off to you and I'm out of your hair.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's right.
All right, guys. Those who are on the live stream call, I'm so sorry. The Wi-Fi is not the best in here. So if you can, just do your best. Try to follow on the YouTube. You can also try and dial in as well. But I'm doing the best I can here. We are staying on course. We are going to move on to our votes, to voting. I'm not going to do breakout rooms because it's going to be hard because I'm afraid this thing is going to drop out. Yeah, the internet's gone out again on this thing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Okay. All right, guys. We are on time. We are on time. We're probably about 3 minutes into this next part here. So we want to go ahead and go ahead and move to the votes. Now we want to go ahead and decide on. We'll have the 40s go first, because it doesn't take too long, and then the 30s, and then the open. So really think about the number of games, playoffs. On Thursday the 18th, we're going to be short, I believe, Robinson Upper. So maybe that week the team might need to play on a Tuesday night, because that's what we'll have available, or on a Monday or something, so that we could stay on course and finish the season out.
That's for everybody or for?
No, this is for over 30 division.
Over
Just over 30 division. You guys are fine. 40s and open is fine. The over 40, so something to keep in mind, over 30 division, it's looking like there's going to be 14 teams in the 30s. So that means, because we did pick up an extra slot on Thursday in Alexandria at Mount Vernon High School Auxiliary Field. Apparently, I think they put a new turf in there. So, and it will have that one Wednesday slot at Loisdale. So please keep that in mind. If it looks like we're going to have that, which I think it's going to happen, I would highly recommend, for the sake of us getting a season done, and also too, when you have a larger division, you might want to expand the number of slots from 6 to 8. When you have 10 to 13 teams, the top 6 is fine. When you have that 14th team, 14 to 16, you need to move it up to a top 8 so that we don't have anyone sitting around on a bye, and then we can just, because we do need to get the season done before the November permits run out. Okay, something to think about. Open division guys, there is going to be a double-digit number of teams. It could be 12, it could be 14. I'm not sure what the final number is going to be. There's some teams that are still deciding. But if it's going to be 10 to 12, recommend for you to do a top 6. You get to that magic 14 number, you should really do a top 8. If you want to do beyond an 8 or 9 game regular season, we can calculate that too. That's up to you. And some other stuff that you also need to consider for this evening, the proposed rules that we sent to you guys, they covered a whole host of stuff. If you guys didn't get the handout in here, or if you guys didn't read it, but the handouts are here, those who are in the room, so feel free to take a look at it. But these are some things that we put together that were some things that do need to be addressed, some things to be strengthened. Basically, it's feedback from you guys. Okay, and then lastly, what's also important too, also as well, and we had one person, I believe, Adam from Syndicate, who's considering, volunteering too, also as well. Something you also want to consider too, as you go through the votes this evening, is set some player transfer rules. I mean, we do have a player transfer rule on the books, but it defaults to that if you guys have not come up with one. So really think of one league-wide or for your division. There's also some stuff we want to be able to increase the fines and whatnot in some areas. And then let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So you guys have seen all of it. So if there's any objections or anything, I know that BWC sent in one, or that didn't answer that email, but there was another proposal that they wanted to add. We can consider that. So what we're going to do is we'll break for 10 minutes, and then you guys each division can decide what it is that you intend or that you want to do. Okay? All right, 10 minutes. So we will resume at 7:55.
Hey Teddy, Tim was asking how many teams are in the over 40?
8. 8.
Hey, is there option for times? I think
I know that it seems like Buffalo says you guys prefer to always start at 7.
7 is always great.
Yeah.
If there was only 2 that we had, 8 and 9.
We have some options because we are going to be rotating.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
That's what
So
I
we
was
do have some 8 o'clock options because we have to.
I mean, if we could all have 7 o'clock, that would be
well,
awesome. But I don't think that would be possible.
Yeah, it wouldn't be possible.
But if 8 is
If it's 14, I'm good with that.
9 starts getting a little late. About that?
Yeah, definitely. But we did talk about how
14 teams. The only other thing I have as a question would be like, so last season,
Over 30, 14 teams?
it was a final, didn't really have any players.
Are they still
fun.
Are they still questionable on a couple of them?
That's still.
It's looking like we might have 14.
But when that happened, nobody reached out to us. Nobody was like, hey,
And they've never had.
sorry about that, or there was no communication, it was just like, hey.
That's why I'm surprised. And that's only like the summer.
Yeah,
Right.
you want to talk to them about that.
How confident are you that we're gonna have 14?
You get to get 16, man, they gotta get 2 divisions.
I'm like 95% confident.
Okay.
So I would vote on 2 different options, just to.
If there are not 14, are you dropping it to 12, or are you gonna keep the 13?
I'm very certain we're gonna have 14. Very certain.
I mean, I get that, but like,
yeah.
If for some reason
I mean, but
the team
sometimes
drops.
those things do happen.
Right,
If
it happened in summer.
Yeah, it happens. If it happens, then you might want to consider then just adopting a top 6 format.
Is it gonna be? Would it be 13 teams, or would you kick one out and then we'd go to 12?
We don't like to kick teams out in a situation like that because we don't want to lose anybody. It's kind of, but a bye week also extends the season out. So, but bye week also draws the season out too, also as well, which we don't want.
All right, so if we get 14.
Teddy, how many field you have to have a bye week? Not a bye week. I'm sorry. Every team would have a bye then basically because you have how many teams.
Yeah, but it also extends the season too.
Right. That's why he was asking. Are you going to do 14 or 12?
Oh.
Well,
hey, when is the season end? Before Thanksgiving?
Hold on 1 second. So ideally we don't like pushing teams. We don't want to do that, right? So if it comes down, we may have to do it, but it's not ideal. We'll discuss that and see what we want to do. But I'm pretty confident we're going to have 14. I'm pretty confident we will. Because these teams set in hard commitment saying that they're going to participate. So unless something happens last second, so it's something.
If less than.
Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna try and do this break.
That means we can't have one. We cannot have any like rain out or whatever. Unless we make it up, it have to be on the 20th, 19th or whatever. November.
Okay, guys who are still on the call, new teams, you guys have any questions?
No, how many games does the team have?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Whatever. Caesar, Atlas, are there any questions?
11 games.
With the playoffs?
That would be with the final being on the 20th. Yes, that would be the same.
Okay.
So that would be
5 minutes later,
that'd be 8 games. Quarterfinal, semifinal, final. That'd be 11 games. That'd be 11 weeks. That we have to play. They're not going to play past 8.
Okay.
That's 27.
That's why I was asking, because you could set the fee to 0.
Also, yes, who's that? Josh. Sorry about the internet, it's not been the best. Do you have a question?
How many triggers?
Too bad we didn't start the season
Next
next
year.
year.
Anybody have a question?
Then we have the extra week. We can play 9 games and then have, 9 regular season games.
Now, what I would urge you guys to do is take a look at the calendar.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Because remember, the repeat of Halloween, we're not doing that anymore. I know Halloween falls on Friday. So
There's nothing.
The only thing is that on the 18th, we're down 1 field, so there's going to have to be a game on a Tuesday the rest of the
18th of September?
That 18th of September.
Yeah, there's no holidays I see. There's Yom Kippur, but I don't think we celebrate that.
So that means regular seasons, quarters,
Or semis and finals, yeah. We were talking, I was guys up to you, again, if you really want to try. Okay, you can't predict weather, you can't predict those things, you can't predict rainouts. So I know the 30s like to play longer seasons, because you have more teams, I'm opposed of it. We're also thinking about finishing on time, so you have, when St. James comes rolling around, you don't have those issues, so.
Yeah.
It's food for thought. Ideally,
I would say, we had to play back-to-back nights this past season, and that was.
Bad. But we didn't come up with like a universal makeup day, like Monday or something like that. Like people are playing back-to-backs on makeups.
Play Wednesday, Thursday.
That's on the other teams. Like in the spring, we would make finals. And there was, and I couldn't do it, Mike couldn't do it that one day, the finals first week, but I could do it any other day. So you made a team.
Well, that's what I'm saying, we need to have like a grade upon, like, almost like a.
Yeah, but you can't ever do that.
You have the makeup game, you probably at least come up with some boundaries. You're gonna have.
Tim had commented, he said over 40 beer and over 40 lunar crossover games are like 30.
I'd be honest, my guys are good.
I've heard of that. It's not. I don't know how that. It's gonna be too. It's gonna be a pain to schedule. On the, whatever. Like, there's enough teams.
Oh, he said just good.
Gotcha, Tim.
Whatever it is.
There was no.
Not be very flexible.
Right.
I know, if you did it all.
So the reason is.
It's gonna trigger it.
Okay, guys, we have 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes.
And I told him before, like, whatever, I said, you want to see, and
He's going for a real good one.
you know what I'm saying, like, take everybody one on board, that's fine, I'll keep the guys there, they want to but they for whatever reason, they're the ones that did it, they had no feelings towards me and my guys, kind of guys, no one has the right to do this, fucking me, and I can be the biggest stick in the room, but I'm the one willing to work with you guys. I couldn't really, like, in the guards were in all mine.
1 minute. We have 1 minute left, guys. We have 1 minute, please. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Some of the,
I linked
I
forward
wasn't
to
doing
something.
much of a guy, I was doing like 3
Like doing
guys.
this on link
And
forward.
one guy just.
So this for big games,
And I never did it. I never went into it, but I was like,
That's all. You really play everyone.
you don't have enough players, so you don't have like 10 guys show up. We have a good time.
I mean, we had this working with the 80s, and I remember like.
You guys, and then the other thing is, so we said, yeah, there was a thing that we said, 8 games for the quarters, semis, and finals. Are you guys good with that, or did you want to go with the
I didn't hear what you said.
The 8 games, the quarter, semi, final? Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah. I mean, that's how did you make it through?
8 out of 8. 8 out of 4.
All right, guys, that's time. That's time. Can we return to our seats, please?
Are we going 2 divisions of 7?
That is
That's a
time.
good idea too, I didn't think about that.
Or you just, you know.
Yeah, we're ready.
That is.
Crystals, the manager was suggesting to do.
Garth, I'm gonna need you up
Play
here.
10 games.
Uh-huh.
Top 8.
You can't.
In the quarters, the two top teams qualify. They go directly to the quarterfinals.
You can't, you're right, we don't have time to throw that many games in.
Yeah.
And if we did, they're gonna add more cost to those.
Yeah, we only have 11 weeks, so you can't take 13 weeks out of 11.
Where is my other computer?
Honestly,
it's right here.
honestly, the guys on the phones, we're the ones that make decisions. The guys on the phones.
Yeah.
They're getting short.
That's true.
The division is interesting.
Yeah, because if you did 2 groups of 7, then you, but then there's gonna be a bye week every week.
Right, but if you have 8 teams playing the quarters,
One of those 5.
Because when he tried to, it was to get the 8 games in, so you play the other team, you play the other team, and
Oh, gosh.
He tried doing that 1 year.
Okay, guys, we have to resume.
I have the reason.
I don't know, we can ask him.
Time is up. Time is up.
Just do randomly, just have 8 teams in the quarter, and then top 8. That gets in the.
We are all having 2 more teams.
Yeah. But anyways.
We're not making that many.
there is no bias. There's not gonna be bias.
I didn't like the summer cup format, so because we played teams twice.
Yeah.
You can't keep doing it.
We had one team that, they tied 1 game in the season.
A lot of it was because of you.
We were already in, and I had like 10 guys that showed up to the last game. They beat us to make it to the playoffs, and they did. They were a good team. They beat us.
So we have to put it in the rules because
I'm with you. I would. But they're a very good team. It's just
Okay, guys, it is 7:57. We need to vote. It is 7:57. Time is up. We're over by 2 minutes. I promise you guys I'll keep you guys in check today, this meeting, so we're going to do it. Okay, first off, did everybody see what was emailed out for the proposal? Does anyone need a copy? I went and printed out copies. Does anyone want it? Okay.
I'd like a hard copy.
Okay. Who else wants a hard copy? Who else wants a hard copy? Anybody else? You guys already have one. Anybody else? Okay. Okay. Guys, those on the call, this is the first time internet's been dropping in and out. I would love to have done a breakout room, but even it's so slow here on my system that I can't even do it. So I'm woefully sorry. Okay. All right.
You got a proposal for over 30s. I got a text.
Okay.
They want a roster lock before playoffs.
Okay. We can do it. Garth, I'm going to probably need you here to help me with this.
Come on, Secretary.
Hey, man. Huh?
He said the audio was rough.
Hey, many hats.
Yeah.
We're doing the...
Oh, and yeah, guys who are following on the YouTube, Rashid is actually taking your questions on the YouTube because of the internet chopping out on the Google call. So I know it's kind of like having to communicate using a smoke signal of sorts, but this is the best we can do.
I've gotten a lot of tests saying the YouTube feed is good, very good.
Yes.
So,
yeah, the YouTube feed is good, but this is so that.
Yeah. People respond back to YouTube.
That's fine. If you guys can, you can communicate through YouTube. Rashid will monitor it for any questions. So we'll do the best we can. I'm so sorry that technology is limiting us this evening. Okay, all right. I want to start with the over 40s real quick, but before we get to that, everybody, all the teams in good standing, received a copy of this, of some of the things that we need to add. Right, because these are some items that came up during the year, and we listened to you guys, and unfortunately, you know, while we were kind of getting the last few years, we were trying to get this league back up and running. You know, we really haven't modernized our rules. So this is one step in this direction. So I don't want to go through it line by line because we'll be here all night. So I expected you guys to have read it. Are there any objections to what has been proposed? Are there anyone on the video call have any objections to what was emailed out regarding or anything to discuss? Jason?
Yeah, I think it should be a 3-0 loss, not a 2-0 loss.
Okay.
Forfeit.
That is why we have democracy. Okay, so instead of 2, we'll do it to 3. Well, I was, you know, when I was doing research, this is what I found. So it was one of those things I found.
So this is. Did you want to vote on that, or just how to move forward? Are we good with that? Before I say something else.
Yeah. Let me just say what Jason said. Hey guys, real quick. This is so folks on the YouTube can hear. So regarding the game abandonment, so the actions of the winning and losing teams. So initially there was either it was like basically changing it from 2-0 to 3-0 loss across the board. Are there any objections to that? Okay, then so we will change that. We'll change all of the 2-0 losses in that section under game abandonment to 3-0. Is anyone on the, again, this is a league-wide rule. Is there anybody, okay, Rashid, who is it that's bringing it up?
No, I just had a question. So Tito Reynoso had asked, can any objections be repeated for new teams so they can know?
Yes. So new teams, I don't know how they can, okay. They can hear the YouTube.
Yeah,
okay. All right, so the point that came up was that under game abandonment, so we didn't have a firm policy there. So what it is that so if a winning team causes the game to be abandoned, initially the language in there was a 2-0 loss. Jason from Rampage suggested we change that to a 3-0 loss, and basically anything that says 2-0 to a 3-0 loss. So I hope you heard that, and if you can,
I'll reiterate it. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. You can write back. Yeah, we're having to use rudimentary way of communication because this is not working. So, okay, all right. I don't see anyone really objecting to that. Okay, Jake.
So I understand the need for teams.
I can hear it.
Oh, can you hear it? Okay, go ahead, Jake.
I understand the need for the league to enforce the locking up of the goals, but it's concerning to me that the fee for that is higher than violent conduct fees. To me, that stresses that the league cares more about managing the field than they do about this player safety health. And so I want to bring that forward.
That is fine. What would you like to propose for that?
At least for them to be in alignment, as opposed to the locking of the goals higher. Maybe a first-time warning for the locking of the goals and then a fee. I don't know.
So, okay. I mean, if you guys are open to that, the reason why, okay.
I have to maintain the fields and making sure that we keep everyone happy to retain field permits is very important, but so is player safety.
Yeah, so I understand that, and so the thing behind it was, so in the current league fine structure that is there, and a lot as it proceeds, this is why we're having this conversation tonight, because we haven't really focused on updating a lot of this stuff. So this is to loop it in along with leaving trash on the field and whatnot, and I don't know what the thought process was at the time to have it at $75. I just felt that, let me just loop that in with that, because that's just leaving the field, not in a condition to where we could ultimately lose it.
Sure.
And so, and we do not want to neglect player safety. So, with that being said, is anybody okay? Can we propose that when it comes to, violent conduct, maybe we can raise that above $75, or what's a proposal there? We'll take anything from the membership regarding that.
Which one?
For violent conduct, because the old violent conduct red card fine was $25. It's always been, for some reason, that's just the way it's just been like that. This precedes me.
Right, but a red card's different than a violent conduct headbutt.
Very correct.
So there should be a distinction, because a red card's
There
but to get
is.
headbutted in the face and abandonment, it should be like $300 or something like that, $250, something.
Well, game abandonment is the game cost, so we're changing that. That's going up to $270 anyway.
I'm just talking about for the player fine, like that's an additional fine for this guy headbutting a ref, like that should be an additional fine.
I agree. So I was gonna say, part of the stuff.
Not just him kicked off the team, obviously.
Right.
But that team's got to pay it. I know you kicked them out, but if you choose not to kick a team out because it was random, this one guy's act, and you choose to allow it, they still should be a fine for additional fine for that team.
So and Garth, we can.
We always go over any of these situations as
individually.
As a group. Like we actually have to take time out of our day to meet with the players or meet with the referees, with Valeco, and find out the referee reports and go through everything and find out all the information that happened, and we discipline them on their own. So you might not see it, but we will find them whatever we think is the necessary fine for this.
Because sometimes there's not a one glove instance that fits every scenario. It's just so like what Garth said, there have been times it could take us like literally 3 or 4 days, and we're like at work, having to call people, having to call Valeco, having to do this, go talk to the crew and go find this out. So we try to adjudicate it like the way we should. I understand where some people are thinking, oh, well, the action of this one player, then the whole team should be punished. Well, I mean, we have to be judicious when it comes to this, right? Ultimately, if a player did it, we have to punish the player. Now, there's an instance where it's like, we've had this before where it is multiple people in a team doing it, then yeah, we'll just go after the whole team, because at that point, you know.
Right. Nobody de-escalated the situation.
Yeah, no one de-escalated it. It's a team issue. Like the team that headbutted the guy, like 4 or 5 guys going after the ref, and someone came after me. So I mean, yeah, I mean that's a no-brainer, right? Was there someone who said something on there? Okay. So with that said, I'm open to any proposals that what Jay brought up is a good point. So I mean, what would be reasonable? Do we want to say? Do we want to raise the violent conduct up? You know, up to we could fine up to $100. Do we want to do that? Or do we want to maybe lower the maybe set the goal at $50? You know, and we also
it goes both teams though, right?
It goes to both teams because the thing is that you're both there. We're not going to go find out who did what. It's like you're both there. Someone just do it, right? We're not going to micromanage that.
I would recommend reducing it to 50. You know, just because, like to Jake's point, like that should never be higher than the cost for violent conduct.
Okay, so that's what I'm proposing then on that line item because they on the current rules is grouped as like leaving trash on the field and whatnot at $75. Again, I don't know who did that at the time or why, or when it was voted. But if we're proposing that maybe we can lower it to $50 for failure to lock goals and leaving trash on the field. Can we? Is that reasonable? Okay, we will. Okay. If there's no objections to that, then we will change that, and go from there.
You guys just remember that.
Guys, listen up, please.
This is like leaving trash on the fields, not putting the goals away, could be detrimental to us. We lose a permit. If we lose Robinson, that's a huge deal. Like that's where a lot of
half the league is gone on that.
Like that's a huge deal.
So I do have a couple.
So that's why we have a fine that's like that.
There are many times where I've shown up to these fields where other activities are going on and they are leaving trash. Is it our responsibility to clean that up?
Typically, if you're the last on the field, the county doesn't care.
I just want to know
absolutely,
what the standard was.
We got a call the next day from
Braddock Road.
And we knew that our group didn't leave stuff, but we found out that someone was there after.
Is it possible for when we show up, if it's
out
of the norm, be like, this is ridiculous, we shouldn't be cleaning up, can we take a picture?
I would definitely take a picture and record it. Send it to us.
Okay.
Send it to us. But at the same time, you have to keep, because one time I said, well, let me stop by Robinson. I got them to shoot in the game. I spent 20 minutes cleaning up trash. Someone left an ice bucket. I had to go throw it away. I had to go haul the gold off myself. And I was like, this is ridiculous, right? And they still called us the next day. That's just unfortunately how it is. Okay, is there anything else here that you guys believe needs to be changed, assessed? Is there anything else in here at all? Anything else? Is there anything else? The additional items, expanding the roster size from 25 to 30, and just doing away with guest players. What we want to do is we want to model. We talked about this modeling what U.S. adult soccer does when it comes to doing cup comp. It's easier for us to manage, and it's
So when you enter like the state cup or in Virginia, you're allowed a max roster of 30. So if you have that, let's say you have 20 guys on your roster, but you can add up to 30 at any point, but no more than 30. You were going to say something, Jason?
Yeah, I was just going to ask, like, if we ever hit the 30 player, would we be able to like remove a player and then replace that player?
So if you're following U.S. adult soccer it's like once the player's on, that's it. So when we were talking about it, it's like you really look, you know who your main guys are, right? So the whole point is you want to make sure you have enough people to get you through the season. And what
injuries happen though, people
injuries
are out of
happen.
town. I mean, and like I can tell you, I'm not speaking for myself, but most teams over 30, maybe even over 40, like they need to have at least 30 players available on any given time.
I had 35 on
Yeah, I had 33 on my summer team. Like, I mean, granted that's summertime, but like that to put a competitive team out there, you need to have that.
I agree. I agree.
So like, capping
yeah.
at 30, I can think of like 3 or 4 guys that we probably would have lost the game if they didn't play that game because they wouldn't have been able to play.
If we're paying the $10 per person anyway, does it really inhibit you guys for allowing more than 30?
Well, and again, this is because Dane manages the.
Just making more
yeah.
money if we do it.
well, but we don't want to make money off of you. We don't want to make money off of you. That's the point is we're trying to make it a fair balance to where it's easier for us to manage and easier for you guys.
We can open it up to voting.
We can. I mean, if we can.
Can I put the argument just against? Because I think 30 is enough, and to get 11 players playing a few subs.
How long have you been playing in this league?
Yeah, for several years, like 7 years, maybe 6 or 5 years.
I've been here for 30 years. 35 players now is for me to get like 12 a game. In the summer, that's in the summer. Fall and spring's a little easier.
Summers are hard. I know.
Summers are hard. I mean,
I've never had 30. We've been
but
here
the
long.
thing is
Okay,
that
so you have
at
a
that
question.
point, there's no
Okay.
team consistency. It's just a continuous flow of players that come and
So real quick, let's allow some feedback from those on the Google call. Fabio, could you unmute yourself? Hold on a second, guys. Fabio, can you unmute yourself and please go ahead and I know he wrote something. Okay, so I prefer allowing guests. Okay. Again, this is the reason why we are discussing it. But keep in mind that the more you add, it's far more cumbersome for us to deal with. It's a lot of man hours. It really truly is. And so, but again, we're open to suggestions here.
So how once it's past that 18 mark that goes to the county, how would it be more hours for you guys? Because I thought they just check the 18 and then then it's locked down and we can't do shit anymore.
So when Dane has to go through and sort through all the stuff, that's where the time issue comes into it. He can explain it better. He's not here, unfortunately, but he's the one that's the feedback from him. It's just more data. That's really what it comes down to.
I mean, if we were allowed to delete off, so we just stick to the 30, like, hey, this guy's not coming.
The problem is that then you're going to run into another issue of what we had in the last meeting, which was people were like, oh, this person is now playing for another team.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you run into that. That's the reason why USASA is not allowed to pull people off.
Right.
Part of the reason why we've been locking rosters down because folks were complaining about that, which you shouldn't be playing for another team, but when you leave people to do it to their own devices, they're going to do it anyway.
But to be fair though, like if that player was available to play, I probably wouldn't even need to add that extra player. So the instant inconsistency of a lot of availability of players is part of the problem.
Right. We can only do so much.
Yeah.
But this is where it's there has to be some accountability on your players to commit, because I guess historically speaking in the past there was no such thing as guest player back then. It was like you had to be fully registered, you had to pay the NVSL fee plus the county fee to even add on a 19th through whatever. At least according to this, that's what Dane said.
Yeah, it was 25 at one point, but then like for every person after that was $25 a player.
Yeah, so that's what's
For all the ages there, or was that just open?
It was everybody. It was across the league.
My only concern is about the 18 on game day.
That's why we're bringing it up. For you guys to talk about.
To answer your question, the rosters locked
after 4 weeks, but that's something that the teams typically vote on. Okay. Okay.
Never. No, it's not.
All right. So, okay, guys,
it doesn't matter if they're 18 or they're 19 through 25.
Guys, let's move through this. Let's move through the gears here. Let's move through the gears here, guys, gentlemen. Okay, guys, let's move through the gears here. We want to get done with these votes and move to Q&A with the let go, and then we can close out. So, any more on the 30 player limit. Now the open, we have to be the tightest on it. That's just the reality of it. I can understand with masters level because of injuries and trying to get people to come out and whatnot. So
We can't fill that anyway. We can't fill 30 individuals.
I said we don't have that problem bench warmers.
So,
But I can understand others could. So.
yeah. So again, moving forward, please more feedback on that. More feedback on it. Everything else is okay in this so far, but more feedback.
I mean, if the 30s and 40s, I think like the Masters, or if we have to go up a little bit, that's a possibility, but we have to talk to Dane about it just to make sure that we can put that back out in an email to you guys. And then move forward.
Probably move forward, yeah, because he's not here.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to do this without his input. If it were up to you guys, what would you guys prefer? 30s. What would you guys prefer?
We don't have that roster, so I'll leave it to you guys.
I mean, I don't have a quantitative number, but I mean, if we have to put a number on there, I mean, are we saying we have to cap the number at something here? We're trying to create a cap number here?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, 35, I don't know, 40, I don't know what that number is.
You can't be that high. It's
I
gonna be
hope we get to 20.
35 is the high, yeah, but that's just a matter of guys
You had
not coming,
35.
so you're signing other guys just to get to like 12 guys so you can play a game.
And you have to use those slots wisely, right? Because
Right.
you burn it.
Yeah.
That's
So
another
you have
thing
to
you have to
be
think
Okay,
about.
so if it was like, there had to be a way to have like some sort of injury hardship in there, because like, that's a problem that
Actually, yeah.
that we specifically faced on my team in the spring last year, was an overwhelming amount of injuries. It was like probably 7 guys, paying players that were out, you know, destroyed our state cup or our regional cup run. So a lot of things were messed up there. And like, it was something that we were just getting bodies off the street to come play with us.
Right.
To avoid a forfeit in many
Right.
cases. So, you know, I don't want other teams to have to experience something like that. I don't want to have to experience something like that, you know, and I think that we just need to have some sort of.
And I hope you guys understand where we're coming from too,
Yeah,
also
yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Of course, yeah, that's-
On the admin side of it, it's
Well, it sounds like the max is 35. And
What-
then
what if-
you have to check with Dane. I mean, they just agreed that 40 is too high, 30 is too low, 35 it's fine. And if Dane says okay, then whatever, that sounds fine.
Yeah, we'll talk with Dane and then we'll just get back.
That's fair.
We have a couple more questions on the Google.
Okay. Fabio's asking, why can't we do unlimited, as in like a complete open roster? Yeah. You want to answer that, Garth?
Well, it's the same thing that we've been talking about. It's just so much admin work to keep plugging these players in each different rosters, and then having to. I mean, I don't know exactly how Dane does his Excel spreadsheet, but then having to, I don't know, check all the addresses and everything, and getting out of county stuff.
And not even that,
We don't
and
even
then-
do that for extra players, but.
And then also too, when people want to like, oh, we want to purge this guy off, and then you have a problem with someone, appearing somewhere else. Like it's too much. Okay. Okay, so I guess we will table that then if we can't come to a decision. We will table it and we'll just manage it as best as we go. So we will table.
Well, it sounds like the proposition was 35.
For over 30?
Yeah.
So if
We'll put that request. We'll put that request in for
If you make that
35
request, I'll vote aye.
for over 30s.
So maybe we can vote for it now, and then if
he's okay,
or wait for Dane.
Let's propose it to Dane, just to let him know what
I
they
think you and I
want.
both were just talking about over 30s and 40s, because
Masters level.
Open guys don't have that issue. Like their guys show up because they want to play. They don't have the responsibilities, so they can show up for all the
Those guys practice.
Right.
Yeah.
Some of them have to.
Okay. So what do we want to do with that?
I want to wait. I want
Table
to
it.
talk to him about it.
Okay, we'll table it.
He specifically has a reason why he wants it.
Okay, and I'm thinking probably then for open then. I think then probably for open we can expand it to 30 for them.
Yeah.
Are there any open guys on the call right now? Or on the YouTube channel? What's on the YouTube? Is there anyone there, Rashid? Any open people? No? Okay. Probably the internet lost patience. I don't blame them. Okay. Well. Okay. All right. Outside of that, okay, player transfer rules. Again, that's something that you guys were doing in the past for every season, but if there's nothing there, there is a rule in the currently in the rules. There's something we default to if there's no player transfer rules there. But pretty much you have to notify us. Both team managers have to notify us of a player's intent to move somewhere, and then we deal with that and approve it.
Between seasons, you're talking about?
Within season. Within season. That's the only way a player can move. So if no one wants to set up any transfer rules, then we'll just default it to what's currently in the books.
Oh wait, I have one question from Adam, I think concerning the topic we were just on.
Okay. Adam from Syndicate.
Oh, okay. No, actually, never mind. It might be lag. He said, because he had said yes when you asked me the question, then he said Teddy just asked if there are any open teams on the call.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I know there were. There was
at least 4.
There was 4. There were
6 at one point.
6. Okay. Well, these 2 are okay. All right. Okay. Well then, if the player transfer rules can't be set, we're dropping the lock the goals to $50. And we'll do that for the trash and everything else.
When you mean lock the goals, because the upper field of Robinson, you can put them together, but that lock wouldn't lock.
So you're supposed to wheel it down and cage it, and then you wrap the chain around it. It works every time.
At least if they're getting to that point, we're okay.
Okay.
But like,
yeah, because that's the lock.
You can't lock it
lock.
sometimes.
Right.
Okay.
They're getting off the field, I mean, that's sweet.
Okay.
If you don't have your glasses, you can't see the numbers and the hardest time.
Okay.
Quick question about
I
that
don't
light.
bring
Does
my
that light
glasses.
And a light.
Does that light
Okay.
automatically turn off?
Guys, we're starting to fall behind on time.
Yeah,
Let's-
Robinson, it automatically turns off.
Gentlemen, we are falling behind on time. Yes, Jason.
No, he answered. I wasn't sure. I always turn that light off when we're done.
Okay.
It turned off.
Okay. Was there?
We're good.
We're good. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. With that being said, okay, Josh. Josh. The problem is that USSF standard policy makes it very clear. If you've ever played youth on up, you can only have 18 people per match. That's just the only leagues that do that are those that are not under the U.S. Adult Soccer Association. That's just what it is.
What group is he with?
Kaizen. Yeah. If you go to state cups, it's 18. That's just what it is. There's no. Unfortunately, we cannot move on that. Okay. All right, we changed that. Okay. All right. Then let's go ahead and let's set the cost real quick per division, starting with the 40s. You know, my best Dane impersonation. So you guys will be doing your usual top. It's like you reserve 7 for regular season
Quarterfinals.
And okay.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Are we? So when Dane was talking about calculated parts, then we can just take that out. We might as well. That's for the. Is it more comfortable with it? Or we can take that out. So if we take that out, that drops us to that. Versus if you put that in here. So you can we can take it out. I think we can take that out. We take that out.
Yeah,
drops us.
so
It's like a video from the area.
yeah, I'd like to have them come over.
And you use 21.
And also,
Hold on, it's 19. So no, it's 20. So you round it up. It's 21.
and then
Do 21. So write that down. Okay, all right, so over 40, your season cost, Garth, go ahead and announce it.
So we're doing the 7 games. Everyone play each other once, and then we have a quarterfinal, semifinal, final. The cost with all the increased fees is $21.25.
Okay, 21-25. Okay.
And everyone will play 10 games.
All right, next.
Can we have games starting at 5?
Over 30, any over 30 teams on the call that want to weigh in on any format before we come to the folks in here? Okay, no one on the call said anything. Okay, over 30 teams.
Yeah, I don't think so. Can you hear me, Teddy?
Yes, hey, Nielsen.
Yeah. So I think if we are guaranteed 14 teams, ideally, I would prefer like a league format where everybody plays everybody, but because of the time that we have now,
yeah, it's impossible.
I don't know that
you're not gonna be able to do it.
We'll be able to do it, but
no.
You know, last year I talked about starting the seasons, you know, based on the structure and it was brought up that the field permits are a problem.
Yes.
Because I think that if the league continues to grow, unless you start building a relegation or an elite structure, but if we keep 14 teams or we add to that, I think having 2 seasons, the spring and the fall, and maybe just have like 1 or 2 weeks in the summer as a break, I think that's where it looks that way. But I think it's, you know, my opinion now is at least 10 games because we don't have the time. And then we have top 8 to the quarterfinals, and then we play it out.
You only have 11 weeks.
So here,
Yes, we have 11 weeks.
Yeah, hold on. I'll answer that. So here's a problem you're going to run into with that, Yosin. I am all for doing that. The problem is, remember when Dane answered that question last in the spring regarding that doing that particular format, the summer and the fall changeover is what's going to hurt us, right? Because the rates for the summer is higher than it is for the fall. So so the long and short of it, it's very difficult. It's kind of difficult to pull that off. Now the other solution that I could think of is then you would need to start the fall season earlier in August and get some games out of the way. Problem is that you can't predict what's going to happen. So when you start out in the spring, when we chart out the whole year, you start out with the spring, we take a break. It could be weather, it could be rain, it could be whatever. Then we go through the summer. You saw we had a rain delay during the summer. We had to deal with that. So I understand I understand what you're saying. And then the last part of it is that now we are here in the fall, and we only have really 11 playable weeks, and we also take into account on Thursday, September the 18th. We're going to be short one field because Robinson Upper is going to be blocked up. Probably the school is probably going to be using it. So there's that issue as well. Now, we did almost pick up Mount Vernon High School Stadium, and that would have allowed us a little bit more breathing room. But the county took it away from us because the school district came in and said they needed to use it. So we lost that. So ideally, the best scenario would be, we would need to have maybe 2 conferences or two separate divisions, pro rel, whatever it is. Whenever we cross that bridge, we'll decide. But this is where we are, right? And if we split it, if we have 14 teams, we split into 2 conferences, you're going to be running bye weeks because there's an odd number of teams. So unless we get to 16 teams, that's the only way to pull it off, but we don't have enough space for 16 teams. We only have 7 slots. We need 8 or more slots to do it. So I hope next year we would be able to get to that position where we do have enough field space so we can have more options, but we have to work within the confines of what we have. I call this a good problem because I call this a good problem.
So in the past, the league decided, for us to play on Wednesdays.
No, that's dictated by the permits we get. If it were up to us, we would love to have every game on Thursday, but you can't control what the county gives you.
Okay.
They just give you what's available, and we do our best to try and pick up more. So with Mount Vernon, we intentionally picked that up last season and sat on it in anticipation that this was going to happen, and it happened. So that's why we can even do it. Otherwise, we would have to turn some teams away. So that's the reality of it.
Hey Teddy, is that something to consider for next season then?
Hey, who says that? Christian?
Christian, it's Christian, yes.
What's your question?
Is there something to consider then moving forward, because the league has grown and it's just going to keep growing? Is that something to consider, at least minimum of 10 games?
So I mean, again, I think that if we want to move, if we want to move in that direction, and I'll probably need some historical backing here, Garth. I mean, has the 30s even done 10-game seasons in the past?
Never.
They've never done 10-game seasons. Okay, Adam's been here for over 30 years. They've never done 10-game seasons in the 30s. Again, the only way to be able to pull that off is that you're going to have to start probably like the moment the fall cycle starts. You would probably have to start right away. And the problem is that you're the tail end of summer. So
Well, and then the only two first to play in the finals. That's it.
There was never the playoffs. Like you might have had the 10th game being like, or 11th game being just the top.
Yeah.
Right.
So because back then the league back then the league played. It was league format, so everyone played each other, and then the top two would play each other, or if it so happened, and then they would get promoted, and the bottom teams would get relegated. So you would have to look at.
But how does the past reflect on, like, were there 14 teams in the past? I mean,
in the past the format was different, and we just had more resources.
You didn't have a summer season in there.
And we didn't do summer cup. Summer cup
was exactly the point I'm trying to get at. This summer cup situation, because people travel, there's holidays, and you talk about this past summer. And if you historically weren't using the summer, why do we need to maintain that moving forward if we can negotiate out of that with the county fees and just have that structure where we can have that league where people can play?
We are always open to having that discussion. Not to go too far off course, the big reason why we started Summer Cup was to promote the league so we could attract teams to come. That's kind of been part of our.
It's not a promo anymore.
No, well, yeah, I know. I mean, that's why I said this is a good problem to have, because years ago we were struggling. Now that's not the
If I remember correctly, if you give up the summer and some other team takes it, they have priority over you in the fall. So we could lose all those teams.
And that's another thing too. Yeah, that's
the other thing. The permits aren't the same.
Yeah,
you don't have the same permits.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Is that good point, Garth? The permit, you have a different set of permits in each season. You don't keep, like, we know what we're going to get, but we know what we're going to get based on what's been allocated to us the previous year. So the way it works is that when you get a permit, you have basically first right of refusal if you don't want it. So
is the county that rigid? Because
yes,
my counter to that would be my counter to that would be the proposal will be, hey, we want this. This is the structure of our league moving forward. We're keeping everything, all 3 seasons. They don't need to know that there's a 2-week break in between based on how we structure it.
Well, I understand.
The only thing is the financial aspect of it per club will have to go up a little bit, because if we say 14, that's what? 28 plus 6.
It'll go up a lot. The cost will go up a lot. It's a whole nother season you have to pay for, divided by 2. So it'll go up a lot. It'll go up another $1,000 every season.
And so Nielsen, to your point, in an ideal situation, I understand what you're saying, but the reality is that you can't just go up to the county and tell them that, because that's just not how they operate. Like, in fact,
we're last on the totem pole to get fields.
Yeah,
like all the youth around
gets
here
it.
is what gets the fields.
Yeah,
they have first priority.
Yeah, so the way it is that the youth will always get priority. That's the number one thing. The youth, and we essentially get what's left over.
NVSL used to own.
So that's just the reality. And in fact, even when we try and get fields, we are literally like on the phone, sending emails. Hey, can you send us a list of what's left? that's just the nature of it. So, but again, we're open to probably more robust conversations in the off season to, to decide maybe how the over 30 division can look like moving forward. But we can only work with what's been allocated to us and the time constraints that we have, and also keeping in mind that even with 11 playable weeks, you could still have weather that could bomb us out a week or two, and then you're now struggling. Are we even going to finish the season out? So those are things that we have to think about every single time we plan out a season. I hope that makes sense.
I mean, it does. It's just, I mean, given the context of last year, we're moving forward. At least we're entertaining the possibility of talking about this in the off season, as opposed to last year, which was just like shutting it down, because we're seeing that the league is growing. Like I said, you're going to have to make a decision as to how many teams you're going to cap it at and what the structure is going to be, because if it continues to grow, now we're at 14 teams, you say? What are we going to stop at 16? And then what are we going to not play teams?
Well,
how are we going to get a league format, or are we going to keep doing it, or we're going to structure it to conferences?
Well, I get what you're saying, but it's not so much we want to shut down the conversation. It's we have to deal with what's given to us, and there's really not a whole lot of room when it comes to that, unfortunately.
Once you hit 16, you go 2 divisions.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal.
Right, but there's the answer to all these questions.
Yeah, that's
all the issues are condensed down.
Yeah, that's all determined on how we can get permits. So right now, for us to get permits for next season, next fall, we got to hope to grab a permit now.
Right.
And like we've already applied, we've already asked, and like there's nothing available.
Right, you got Mount Vernon by doing that.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, because we were
last year.
Right.
We got Mount Vernon.
And we sat on it.
Right.
And the Mount Vernon field was only available from 9 to 10:15. You couldn't even play a whole game on it. We had to wait for them to finish construction.
Right.
Then the next cycle came. You can have a 9 to 11.
Right.
Those are things that we have absolutely no control over. So the best scenario would be
if we had someone to help us, bother and follow up with the county all the time. And because that's what Teddy did a lot. Like Teddy did a lot of this, where he kept calling, and finally the guy was like, "Oh, I found a field for you guys. Someone's not using this field."
He literally went to someone's desk, his coworker's desk, and found, "Oh yeah, hey, you want this? Yeah, sure, we'll take it. We'll take it now. Can we have both? No, you got to pick one. Okay, we'll take this." That was literally a conversation. Like we're not joking when we say it's a fight. It's literally a fight. I called that guy on my lunch break, and happened to get it. So. So ideally, yes, 16 teams would be the best. You split it to 2 conferences, 2 divisions, but even then, we would need one more time slot to make it happen. We only have 7. We need 8 to do that. So, but yes, we will get there, Nielsen. I promise you, we will get there. Okay, moving on. So we were then talking about the over 30s. Okay, where do we leave off with that? Yeah, the cost for over 30.
We didn't decide on games.
Yeah.
We didn't decide on games.
We didn't even get to it.
Didn't we say 8 regular season, quarterfinal, top 8, semifinal, final? So 11 game season, ends the week before Thanksgiving.
In a perfect world.
Yes.
Right.
In a perfect world.
Well,
Okay.
You might have to do 2 in a week, and they're do a Monday or Sunday, something like whatever the case.
Okay, so over
Or
30.
Saturday, Sunday, the other team
Assuming,
play on
so
Sunday.
that'll be, if they're doing top 8, no, it's right here. So if they're doing top 8, that's gonna be, that's 7 playoff games, that's 4
We're doing
quarterfinals.
8. They want to do 8
Guys are
games.
counting do that.
So this is 8 games right
We need to
here.
put 3 right here.
No, that's the title. The playoff split's
You
right
know what I'm
here.
saying? Yeah, the 3. So that's going to be 7.
Yeah, that's gonna be 7.
That's your number.
Right.
And then we'll just take
That's your
that.
number.
Yeah, let's
Oh, you
take
can take
that.
that out?
Let's take that.
First time I've seen him wear glasses.
Yeah, the hot librarian.
He's an engineer. What are you talking about? He's an engineer. He's an Asian engineer. Fit that stereotype, man.
This is being live.
Yeah, I'm right behind his head. They can't
This
see
is
me.
gonna end up in a
So
real.
Tim's been texting me. He said he heard my voice, and I was like, "Can you see me?" I'm gonna put my shirt on. He started laughing. He said, "I can't see you," because I'm hitting right behind his dude's head, so they can't even see me. That's hilarious. They can hear me, they can't see. You're fans and fans on the first one.
2150.
Okay.
And then we can adjust if.
Okay, and then if we want to do, so that would be on the high end. Okay, yeah, that would be 4 if we do that.
That's like the high end.
That's if we do the top 8 for 14 teams. And if for some reason teams drop, we can adjust it down. But I don't see that happening. Okay.
Cost. The cost.
Okay, what do you have down?
2150 for over 30.
2150.
So over 30, 2150. This is assuming you have 14 teams, top 8. Okay.
Not top 8. Is it top 8?
Top eight, yeah.
Yeah,
8
so
games guaranteed, and then
8 games
Yeah.
guaranteed, and
Quarterfinals, semifinal, finals.
Yeah, so you have 4 quarterfinals going on at a time, semifinals and finals. No one's on a bye. We can just get moving. So that's going to be the actual cost.
How many regular season games, Teddy?
8.
That's 8.
How do you guys dictate the teams that you play in? Is that drawn out of the hat? How do we?
I just put in a schedule generator and just randomly generate it. I don't. Yeah, it's too hard to manipulate the schedule. Okay. All right. Open division. How many open guys do we have on the call or on the YouTube?
We have a couple on YouTube.
Okay.
We have Yusuf, Aziz, and then obviously Adam's from Syndicate. Right?
Yeah, Adam's from Syndicate. Okay.
Yeah, also the YouTube stream is like a minute behind.
Okay, that's fine. We'll let it we'll catch up. Oh, and we have Kaizen FC. So we have 3 teams deciding the destiny for the Open. Okay, guys. All right, so Open, you guys have been playing 8 games. It looks like there's going to be double digit number of teams. It looks 10 to probably. I looks like we're going to have 12, possibly 14. I would suggest adopting 2 budgets so we know what to do just in case.
Well, we can plug both of those in.
Right.
Plug 12 plus, and then do 14 teams.
So if they do 14, it's going to be the same cost as the 30s then.
Right.
If they do
2150 for.
If it's 14 teams and everyone then right, it's the same cost. But if it's 12, 10 to 12, then it's 5 playoff games because you have 2 teams on the bye.
Yeah.
So that would then it'll be 20. This is it right here.
So then it would be then it would be 2100.
Yeah.
It would be 2100.
I'm just wondering how much you
Okay. All right, men's open. All right, this is your chart. Assuming you guys want to play, are you guys wanting to play 8 games? I don't know. Let's see. We'll monitor the feed. How many games does the Open want to play?
Regular season.
Regular season games.
Nothing on my end,
Because if it's 8 games,
What they do?
they've always done 8 games.
8 games. They've been 8 games.
Okay. Well, if you do the current format right now, yeah, you guys aren't participating, so I'm going to have to do it for you guys then.
Give them more incentive to show up for the damn thing. Never mind, if you could call it. But they
Or if you do a 9-game regular season, that would bring you up to 22. What's this? Come out here.
22-25.
It'll be 22. It'll be 22-25 if you do 9. Okay, they're saying 8. Those guys are saying 8.
Okay.
Okay, then it's going to be 8. 8. If it's 5, then it's 21. It's 2100 if for 10 to 12. If it's 14, then it's 2150. Okay, those are your costs. All right, they're good with 8. Okay, all right. So we have settled. We have settled the costs. It looks like we've settled the majority of the rules, with the exception of, well, for the over 30, we will expand the roster size, limit guest players for everyone else. Okay, we are done, guys. Almost done here. Real quick, we need volunteers. Oh, sorry.
No, I had one quick question.
Yes.
If I missed this, what are the league rules if based on when we get to playoffs? And
for which division?
I mean, well, for over 30, when we get to playoffs, what are the rules? Because we've been talking about large roster sizes. What are the rules on players and new players playing in the playoff games?
Talk about locking rosters before
Yes.
So are you saying like unattached players that they haven't played with anybody before?
So you play regular season, and then you get into playoffs, and then you're like, holy shit, where did Bastian Schweinsteiger come from?
He's talking about locking rosters before playoffs. So you
Okay,
can't bring in
so currently you guys don't have a rule for that.
I would like to propose a rule where we.
I will back that.
I think a player has to have at least, I don't know whether it's 1 game or 2 games, has to have played in the regular season to be eligible to play in the playoffs. Because I've seen it since I've played in the league, and it happens in over 30s, happens in over 40s. You'll be playing against a team. You'll see that you draw them in the playoffs, and you're like, this is going to be great. And then you show up, and they've got a completely different back line, or they've got a new goalkeeper. So I don't know what the rule is, but
So as of right now, if you compare your division to the Open is the most stringent. They lock their rosters down, and they don't allow anybody after, I think, like week 4. That's what they voted on. The problem with the 30s is that there is, okay, we want to have this, right, where we want to be able to bring enough players and have this and that, right? But then the downside of that is, if you want that, then you're giving up the ability for us to be able to say, okay, where do we draw the line and lock the rosters down? So something has to give.
You have to have them open for the season to 30s and 40s. Otherwise, you'll have forfeits in the games. I won't have.
But he's saying
for the
playoffs.
But you're asking for them to play a game. Who's gonna check that to make sure?
That's why I'm proposing it, because I know you played in this league for 30 years.
You can't ask them to do that. That's not their responsibility.
No, but
hold on,
what I'm saying is it doesn't make, for me, like, it doesn't make sense in a like, because I know it's a rec league, but we are competitive. I don't see how it makes sense to play in a league where you're playing against each other and the seeds and you do that, but then you can freely bring in players. That, to me, that doesn't make sense. I've done it where there's been a goalkeeper that's been amazing that wasn't on that team. There's like 2 center mids, and that's what I'm proposing is, to me, it makes the league less fun, and it kind of loses a lot of credibility.
So I would propose locking the roster at week 7, so that by week 8, the last week of the season, you're going into the last game with your roster.
I was just going to say, the only way to prevent that is at some point you guys have to accept that, okay, I'm not going to be able to bring in people after a certain period of time. And we lock it down, and that's it.
I would vote for that.
And
week 7.
and to answer your part about maybe having a quota per player, as in like a qualifying quota, is extremely difficult for us to manage because we don't have the tools to do it.
Maybe the lock.
The lock is going to be your best bet.
That's what I've seen on the leagues too.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say too. Thank you for bringing that up. Because like the quota, we should have no quota in that case, because that will address your problems mid-season if you're having problem fielding team, right? But then at that point,
you know one other problem I can think of right now. If you guys are proposing a roster size, allowing people to do whatever, is that, let's say you log it down in week 7, one team has 19 players, another team has a pool of 30.
Mm-hmm.
They're still going to have an advantage over you.
Right, but typically at the 30, it's not because they're going to have 30 guys to pull from. It's because other guys can't play now, and
Yeah.
they're getting guys
Guys
filling the
get,
spots.
a lot of the best players will get ready for the playoffs. Those are going to take those times seriously.
I'm-
So I feel like that's just part of the game. And we've all
I
done that,
agree. Hey,
you know?
listen, this is why you guys vote, and then you try it out. If it worked, great. If it fails, then we come back, figure it out.
Play, like we all play soccer,
Yeah.
and we all see the quality.
Mhm.
And they have 5 or 6 players that have not played all season, and they're
How do you know that though? If you watch all their games.
No, I mean,
Okay.
Like at the end of the day.
So let's vote on. Yeah,
Let's
guys,
vote.
for the sake of time,
Let's vote.
we are running over. So I think the best thing is the over 30 division should vote for a roster lock.
At
So
the end of the season, at the 8th game.
so what? That's up to you guys.
I'm just voicing this. I'm asking you.
Yeah,
guys.
I'm asking.
At the
Because
8th
it's an
game,
8-game
vote.
regular season. You want to lock it down by mid-season. You want to lock it down by week 6.
For you to see if they played a game, there's no way for anybody to regulate that.
Yeah.
It's not Teddy's responsibility. The only way you could do it would be lock it at 8, and then you don't have that problem you're talking about, having the guys that you've never seen.
You guys need to decide on when you want to lock down your
You don't have to
thing.
do it tonight. You can
Yeah, but it's
put
us.
an
It's
email
us.
together.
It's easier to just vote on.
It's us
Yeah.
here now.
I wanna do it now.
Yeah.
I like this. I like
Teddy,
Yes.
Week 7.
I agree with Adam Senior with what he's saying, but
How does Open do it?
if we're not going to
That
have
happens to me in the
this
Spanish
structure
leagues.
of
Like you have to have
30
played
players,
one game
if we're-
to qualify for playoffs.
Hey guys, real quick. Nielsen's saying something. Go ahead.
I agree with Adam Senior. If we're not going to have the structure of 30 players or 35 players, I think then becomes once we get to the postseason, the league can take up the option of adding any extra player because there's a quota and we can regulate it through that. Where as soon as we get to the 8th game, everything locks. You can no longer add any player.
Okay, so let's worry about the player lock and then the administrative stuff we have to do in the back end to affect it. We will deal with it.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it now, and then we start.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine because the open has one open issue I need to tackle. All right, over 30s. What's your proposal?
8th game, or like after the 8th game, or like that Thursday, or whatever you want. Like that way, you still have the guys for that 8th game, and then it's locked. Because there's people that want to bring in the extra. On Friday, they may start doing that if they made the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
I'm propose if it were me, I propose you do it at week 7 because that's easier for us to manage. Because by the time we know it's gone into that, then we have a whole week to.
That's fine. Week 7 is fine. Yeah, you got my vote on that.
So that means after the 7th game. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
So by week 7, after you can't add any more.
Again, we can play 7 games. So after the 7th game, you can
That's
still.
it.
Oh, you cannot do anything after.
That's what you got. That's what they're
Going into
proposing.
week 8, you have to have your roster.
Well, yeah, going into week 8, yeah. So
Yeah.
but I'm
Right.
saying not after week 8 or not during week 8, like
Correct.
before week 8.
So once the whistle is blown for week 7, it's done. That's it.
I agree. I don't know what they're right. All I'm saying is like every
we literally relitigate.
I'm
Okay.
telling you though, like
Peter
that's
Jackie
5 more
goal.
weeks to
Like,
play
where
though,
did he come from?
if you're going to make it to the final, right?
Yeah.
So a lot can happen in 4 weeks.
This is y'all's vote.
That's what I'm saying. Like
It'd be 4, but yeah.
4, whatever, yeah, 4. But that's 4 more games.
It's
That
either,
is-
7 or 8. It's either 7 or 8. You're 7. Let's do 7.
So going into week 7, once that whistle blows, 7th game.
7 o'clock. That first kickoff clock. That first kickoff.
Your game, you're fine.
Once that whistle blows,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's your roster. Got it.
Okay. Once that whistle blows,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's your roster. Got it.
Okay.
And he certainly won a ringer up for him.
Having 30,
35.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, the further out we can push it, the better. But I understand there's overhead, so I'm fine with week 4. But if there ain't wiggle room, then I'm for that.
It's y'all's vote.
I don't know. But
Like by what week would you want to lock it?
Yeah, I'm okay with 5.
Okay, week 5 it
At
is.
8 games. Yeah.
Okay, over 30. Open is week 5. We'll move it up.
So I mean, like that would have been.
Summer is a little different.
No, I know.
Okay, all right. All right, gentlemen. Do we have any volunteers? Do we have any volunteers? Adam, I know you said you were interested. Do we have any volunteers? Okay.
That's why
Volunteers. Okay, all right. We're going to close out. Does anyone have any questions for the league assigner? He's here. He's right here. You have any referee questions, ask him. Okay, seeing there's no questions for him, all right, we're going to go ahead and close things out. So for the good of the game.
We already paid him off the game.
Oh, real quick. Oh, hi. Oh, sorry about that. We were supposed to be here in the beginning, but go ahead, Carly.
Thank you, guys.
Could you open up your mic?
All good. I've been on for the last hour.
Sorry, we were in the middle of. We were so sorry about that.
It's okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Carly. I'm one of the physical therapists at Advanced Kinetics. We are a physical therapy and sports performance clinic, and we sponsor NVSL. We've been fortunate to actually take care of several of your players through some injuries, and it's been really great. I just wanted to remind you all what services we offer. So in addition to physical therapy, we also have massage therapy and personal training. Thank you, Adam. And I actually have played soccer my whole life as well. So I really love getting to work with you guys, especially because it's my favorite sport and I still play to this day. It's really wonderful getting to work with fellow soccer players. In regards to questions for you guys, with consensus with several of our, with the clinic owners and our personal trainer and our massage therapist, we have noticed that we're very thankful that you guys have been utilizing our physical therapy services, but we wanted a general consensus if the players are interested in utilizing massage therapy and personal training, and if so, how could we better advertise that we have those services, because so far the only traffic we've had from NVSL is the PT side.
That's a good question.
I think the thing is, and we can send that out to all the managers.
Yeah, if I had a price sheet or something like that, and maybe it's a little different, I could distribute that amongst the players on my team and let them know. Yeah. That'd be helpful for my team at least.
Okay. Do you guys, managers, do you guys know that we have massage therapy and personal training, or did you just know about the PT?
I knew about the PT, and I don't think I knew about the massage.
Okay, so we do have massage therapy and personal training. Both of our massage therapists and our personal training are wonderful. They do not take insurance, so that's something just to consider. But we are interested in offering you guys a free, whether a discounted service for personal training or massage therapy, or a free situation. So my boss just wanted me to relay that information, what you guys would think the players would be most interested in. Because we want to treat you guys and best serve you guys as a sponsor.
Awesome. That was a question?
Yeah, do you think that if we promoted a discounted package or something like that, that's something the guys would be interested in?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So if we get a price sheet or a package thing sent out and then send it to the we send it to you guys, and then okay, great idea. If we send out that and then to the managers, that'll be the best way to get out the information.
Yeah,
Okay,
Give
awesome.
that to us. Yeah, we'll send that out, and we'll make sure that gets all to and that'll get sent from managers to the players, so we can make that happen.
Okay. And then we hosted a clinic several months ago, just for lower extremity, just teaching guys proper technique and body mechanics to prevent injuries. Is that something you guys would be interested in?
Yes, I'd love to set that up again.
Yeah,
Okay.
Our team had one or two guys go to it, and they said it was really helpful. So.
Okay, cool. So I will tell them it all set. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Of course. And I heard that there were a lot of injuries impacting your guys' roster, so come over.
Thank you. Melissa, can you come
Of
over
course.
quick?
Gotta stay.
Have a good night.
Thank you. All right, guys, there's a signer. So if you guys want to have any questions for him, then he's going to say his bit. Here you go.
Come on.
Go ahead, Malek, you got the floor.
Here,
Or you can stand right here, yeah, so the live stream can get you.
I might repeat myself as every season and every meeting, but the only thing that I can ask from you guys is just patience and respect to the officials. I have full trust in you. I truly believe that we have a good balanced crew with some young blood and some experienced referees. So the combination in between them, I think this is the way to go. More than happy to hear the growth of the league itself, because I truly believe this is a team effort from the administrative and point teams as well. The level is there, the league is attractive, it's affiliated, refs are enjoying this. We have people coming from Maryland to do just even one game just because they enjoy doing these games. The level is there. And once again, as Jason mentioned earlier, that I think I always use it in my pregame with the captains, but as you should lead by example. In the end of the day, I truly believe this is the managers and the captains. And I have, once again, no doubt in you guys that you will try to de-escalate any situation. But once again, abuse should not be there. Mistakes are part of the game. You see, we're watching EPL, Champions League, VAR is there, and there's still situations that we cannot find a logical explanation, so please be patient with the referees. In the end of the day, I guarantee you that they respect you, and it should go both ways, and that's my only message that I have for you guys. Every year, once again, it's a huge benefit that this league is affiliated, and it's once again attractive for the refs. Every year, each of them, including me as a ref, we need to research. As an assigner also, I need to research with USSF. So every year, believe it or not, there is a special section actually that it says changes of laws of the games. So this year, again, we do have these. There's a couple of them, but the two that I want to just mention on this meeting, and don't be surprised if they're enforced on the field, is the 8 seconds rule for the goalkeeper. I'm sure that you guys are aware of that. And the only captain option as well for the referee. So no more than 4 meters, no surrounding referees, only the captain, the referees, they can enforce that. And once again, I want to just end up on this. It's an honor to do what I'm doing because I take this very personal. From a referee point back in 14 years ago, actually, 2011, my first NVSL game that I officiated. But then taking over a couple of years ago as an assigner, it's an honor for me, and I take it very personal. And it's a pleasure to be part of this team, and I'll end up with, I'm beyond grateful of the NVSL staff, of the support that we're getting. And once again, the only message that I'm asking is just respect and patience. That's the only thing.
Thank you. Okay, and now it's acting funny again, trying to reconnect. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, guys, we're gonna get ready to adjourn. So everything with what Vallejo said again. Please keep in mind that look, let's just be cool with our refs. They really do go above and beyond. For us. One thing too, and league-wide, particularly to open, you guys see what we were doing regarding designating who your team managers are. So at check-in, you need a minimum write down who your 3 managers are, because people are clearly abusing that and bringing in their buddies and whatnot. We only need to have authorized personnel on the field. So our next managers meeting will be in next spring in March 2026. We're encouraging teams across the league, particularly Doesn't matter, Open 30s, 40s, do State Cup. The quality to Open has really come a long way. Same with the 30s. Go play State Cup. We're talking about incentivizing it, maybe including in prize packaging and stuff like that. Maybe paying your entry fee, you know, to get incentivize you guys to go and play. We will start the season the week of September 7th. New teams, if you're still undecided, you have until the 29th. So you have until Friday to let us know if you're going to be playing here in this league. While everyone was talking, I actually went on my computer here and I have set the pricing for all the divisions. So you can now go online and you can go and start working on your rosters and you can pay. With that being said, moving on next year, we're going to have the deadlines earlier to give you guys a bit more time as we still continue to manage our new system and make things easier for you guys. Is it reasonable to where we can maybe have most of this done by next Thursday? That's what, about 9-10 days roughly. Try and get that done. So can we agree to do that? Okay. I promise next year we'll do better, so you guys don't have to hustle. Are there any questions? Okay. All right, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for coming. Oh, Jake.
Not really a question. So volunteering for some of the positions.
Yes, I did bring that up, and no one was talking. So I will bring that up again. Volunteer. We really need volunteers, guys. Dane, Garth, myself. There's a young lady named Brittany who's been helping us with co-ed. We need to be focusing on our executive roles. That's just the bottom line of it. We are wearing every single hat imaginable. We would love to have a disciplinary committee to work with Villeco. I would like to have at least an even number, and then one of the other board members can step in to break votes if need be. Outside of that, you guys will be doing that. Would you like to volunteer to do it?
I'll be part of the disciplinary
committee
if needed.
Adam from Senate, Pat, would you like to volunteer for that? Let me see the group.
Yeah, I'll volunteer.
Okay, thank you. Let's write these names down. Okay, thank you. All right, that's 2 people. Adam from Syndicate. Syndicate, I know he was interested in serving in the role. Adam, is there anything you want to do? Okay, we need a Rules Task Force Update Committee. We need a Rules Task Force Update. So you'll be tasked of doing basically what I spent 2 weeks doing, this kind of stuff. But it would be easier as we move down the road so that we can keep our rules current and, you know, so we don't have to be reactionary. So if you want to do that, please email us. We need a registrar. We need a scheduler. We need a statistician. We want to give up our division director positions and have you guys start doing it so we can manage down. We would love to have a field coordinator. Those of you who are always emailing us, can I have a field, can I have a field, can I have a field? It's a lot of work. We need a point of contact to do that. Someone who could do outreach, someone who could serve as on-field staff. I've been working every Sunday for the last 4 years. I'd like to do something else on Sunday. I'd love to be playing maybe over 40 on Sunday, right? But I don't have the opportunity to do it. We need people to assist Rashid. We will probably be getting another camera set up. Okay? So please, if you can, and if we're not able to get people, we will do what the league has done in the past, and that is, you know, the past board, we got outside volunteers to come in. I'd rather keep it in-house, but if we have to go outside, we'll do it. You know, you guys see the growth, so we need the help. Okay. Outside of that, okay, there's opportunities to volunteer at the World Cup if you want to do that. Outside of that, that's it. Okay, is there anything else? Anything else on the live stream? Anyone else say anything about?
No comments.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, that's the most. We got 2 volunteers, so that's good. We're gonna take that. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you guys so much. Have a good night, and we wish everyone a happy and safe fall 2025.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Teddy.
Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
guys.